Welcome to Shade in the City. I'm Trees.
It's Nels.
And we're going to be reviewing Power Ghost.
Because I never took a straight cab nowhere.
Book 2.
Don't come for me. Don't come for me.
Episode, is it 3 or 4 now? It's 3? Is it 4? I think it's 3. We're on 3. We're at 3. That's what we're going with. And let's hope that Stars is agreeing with us. So we're going with 3, but I'm gonna try to not do any Braden and Tommy comparisons. Thank you, Mike.
Because she was wrong. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike and Mello.
Enough with the shout outs. Anyway, let's get shady.
Think we already did.
Bye.
We have a little too much fun.
But we not lit, y'all. I promise. We're not lit this time. So we just.
I was about to say.
Seriously. So no, we see our boy Tyreek, and he is running into this like event, and of course it's a tape event. No, tape. So he's going into a Tate event, and he's like,
actually, I think it was more so about his brother.
Well, he's a Tate too, so we can say. So anyway, we're at a Tate event, and you're right. It was for his brother. He's going to work at the Attorney General's office, and he's like, "Don't get it switched up, brother. I'm still the same. My name ain't changed. I do this."
I feel like we should be like,
but. Yeah, no, and Tyreek approaches Tate and is like, I really need your help with my little sister. And he's like, well, do you know any of them Western locals? And I was like, wait, really not locals? Okay. And he's like, yeah, well, and then he's like, well, what can you get on Sweeney? He's like, oh, that motherfucker. And I like the way Tyreek played that, because Tate was like, yeah, we got something in common. We don't like that much. We got something in common. That's Bobby. No, we don't do that. Good.
So Tyreek meets up with Kane and
Monet.
Why did I want to say something else?
You wanted to say Mary?
I wanted to say Mary. I wanted to say Mary. Meets up with Monet. In regards to the new connect. Kane basically tells her, I need that money. I need that money up front. And she felt some type of way. She like,
oh, you don't trust me now?
Like, all of a sudden, you don't trust me? He's
I'm like, your hoe. That's why I told. I don't think that's Kane's mama.
Well, what he said was new connect, new rules. Okay.
She don't want y'all to get into the conspiracy theory of y'all. I don't think Monet...
Says the person who thought Braden was like Tommy.
When y'all find out that
Monet
is not Kane's mama, I'm going to need y'all to drop $10 in that Cash App in the bio. I'm just saying. I promise you. It's not going to be his mama. That's not his mama. And if it is, plot twist, his daddy is going to be Slime. And it's going to be a whole Maury episode. It is. Because Slime is the daddy. And Kane is actually Monet and Slime's child. Maybe. We'll see. But that's the narrative that I'm going with. That's what I'm going with right now.
As much drama as you giving right now, you give it empire. You give it empire. You're not giving power.
Slime is like having a little party at his house. They cutting open the pig, and pigs eat anything. So they got the drugs. So clearly that's how they were smuggling the drugs inside the pig. And I guess he's with his cousin, or I don't know who this dude is. And they cut it open. It's one of his close peoples. And
it was his birthday.
Yeah, it was his birthday. They all chilling, and all was good. Everything was fine until he sat down next to Kane.
Well,
and it was like, put some bitches on him.
I won't say that. He did start talking, and he started to talk to Kane when they were close to the chef.
Oh, okay.
And the chef tried to kind of give him a warning to shut up. He did. He said, basically, bitches, come,
right. Bitches, I back on you, come.
To shut him up. But when they got to the couch, it didn't work. He still started talking.
He all torn up about some bitch. Da, da, da. He ain't really flexing like da, da, da. And all of a sudden, you see Slime.
He grabbed him by the throat and said, don't you know the difference between my business and family business? And choked the nigga out.
And I was confused because I was like, Nels, I thought he just made him pass out. She was like, no, that nigga dead.
I think he did.
That nigga dead.
I think he did. I think he did, because the next morning, what is nigga at? Next morning, where he at?
I don't want to be in the implication. Allegedly, he did. Allegedly.
And I mean, I would have thought he would have woke up by then. I mean, the strippers is all dancing right next to him.
I don't want Sax 2.0 asking me no questions.
So Zeke is still in questioning. And I can't really say that Detective Whitman is against Carrie at this point, because I feel like the reason why he's keeping Zeke in
is he just wants him to give her an alibi. And
exactly.
He's not doing it.
And he's not doing it.
He's like, I was not fucking the teacher. No, that's not what I do. I'm sorry. Where is my auntie? Where's my auntie?
Well, he said auntie.
Well, he said auntie.
Detective said auntie. So I don't know. It's like part of you wants him to just say like, yeah, I was with her, but then you know why he's not snitching, because he don't want to snitch for one, and for two, he don't want to get Carrie in trouble, and he doesn't realize that actually snitching would help her. But I feel like Detective, to me, he did a good job, because he was like getting in Zeke's head. He's like, she's very generous, and I used to work with her, and what she was to Jabari, and he was like, yeah, back in the day, and he was like, nah, he got back in. He got back in, and she really enjoys that shit. So I really actually feel like
it seemed like she was generous with the
she was, but I feel like he was trying to get in his head so that he would actually snitch and say, yeah, I was with that bitch. I was with that bitch the night that Jabari got killed. So I can't really say that he's mad at Carrie and just trying to set her up.
Can I just tell y'all this? And I just discovered this in this moment.
Oh goodness.
You know what this gives me? And this is about to piss her off 10 times. This gives me entanglement. It gives me Jada. It gives me August. It gives me entanglement. You got this little boy wrapped up in this old pussy doing tricks. He don't know what the fuck he dealing with. And now you done put it on him, laid it on him, dropped it down, spun it around. He don't know what to do with this shit.
Tyreek got to meet up with social services. So Tate followed through with what he said he was going to do. I knew that was coming. But
that my baby.
She basically let it be known, like, ain't shit I can do for you, homie. you live in a dorm, you don't have any proof of your source of income, um, you're her blood, but you're not the best fit for her home. So Tyreek is basically like, I can get that. I'll get all of that. I just want my sister, and he plans to make moves to make it happen. Now we got Zeke, who is stuck in questioning with Sax 2.0.
Sax 2.0.
Is that what we call him? Sax 2.0?
Detective Whitman, but it's Sax 2.0.
And
because that's what he's giving.
Whitman is
he mad because Carrie don't want him, so he gotta go and she's oppress all these black people.
He mad that she giving it up to a little college student.
A little black college student at that? Understand the racial undertones. I don't think
he cared that she gave it to Jabari. I mean, he's probably like,
because he dead. That nigga dead.
I mean, he pressed to find out who his killer was. He wasn't worried that she was jumping on that black dick. I'm just saying.
Because he want to put her in jail for that black dick.
Because she ain't giving him the coochie. But I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he's black. I think it's that he's like, I got a whole grown ass dick right here, and you out here fucking college students. This dick is grown.
Well, that part.
Kane wakes up, and he is in Slime's house. Dude is still nowhere to be found. Birthday boy is nowhere to be found.
He might be dead, y'all. I might be wrong. He might be dead.
I think he dead. I mean, he was choking her for a while. I know when I was a kid, me and my cousins used to pass each other out, and we wasn't asleep for that long. So I don't know.
The Negro dead, y'all.
I don't know. But Kane found Slime working out in his little gym, and they're having and they have a conversation about basically Tyreek, but Kane doesn't mention his name. And he makes it known that he feels like he needs to have control. He needs to have control over what's going on. Monet has no idea how everything works. She's just cool with it because it works. But Kane wants to have control. And Slime wants to know, who they doing business with. Who is this that you feel like you need control over? And Kane is like, nigga, I ain't telling you. Like, nah. So Slime gets offended. He was like, oh, I don't do business with people I don't trust. Or I'm sorry, that don't trust me.
Right? I don't let you in on all my SHIT.
I done killed a whole nigga right next to you.
That happened.
Okay. And I mean, I feel him. In a way, I feel him. Like, you want to do business with me, and you know all my shit, all my dirt, and you can't give me a name.
That part.
So Kane breaks down. He tells him his name is Tyreek. And
Tyreek St. Patrick.
Yeah, he did. He said Tyreek St. Patrick. And I feel like it rung a bell a little bit in to Slime. But he's just like, oh, all right. He's like, I'm gonna help you. And tells him basically like, you should be happy. Like, I'm offering you my help. And we shall see what the fuck. So let's talk about how Tyreek keep on blowing Lauren off.
Angela 2.0.
You and this comparison. Jesus Christ. So him and Lauren are in the hallway and they're trying to have a conversation. She's like, thanks for taking up for me, class. Blah, 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 blah. And his phone goes off.
And she probably thinks it's died. Because every time it's died. It is.
It was ride or die. It was die.
It was ride or die. It was die. Every time I was supposed to die, I was dead. I'm just saying.
So he gets a call and he's like, I gotta take this. And she's like, Of course you do.
Do.
She walks off and he's just like, Like literally, he was like, "Fuck."
He was like, I messed up on that pussy.
Has he ever got the pussy before?
Not from Lauren. Not from Lauren. Well, he didn't got some before, I believe, from Effie. I believe he got that work from Effie. As Dennis would say, that work. He got that work from Effie.
So then there is a meetup between Kane, Tyreek, and Brayden. And lo and behold, Slime is over here watching the whole meetup. I guess this is his way to find out how to get in, how to get control. So, they have their little hands off. And when Kane leaves, I was actually kind of proud of Brayden. Quite honestly, apparently he found somebody with a 3D printer who was able to make like bricks. Like it's like a locker, but it's not Tommy. It's not Tommy. It's Brayden. This is some rich boy shit, okay? It's a locker, but he was able to make bricks to like cover it up, and really you just use your phone with a little barcode to open it, which I thought was super duper smart. So really, there's no faces, there's no nothing. You leave the drugs, you leave the money, but then it's like, what if you get robbed, homie?
What if they don't put the money in and just take the drugs?
Exactly, but you know what though? Then they know who did it. Because they scan their barcode. So I mean, I guess that's a pretty dangerous game to play. Well, technically you don't know, because by the end of the day,
and then you got to report that you have missing stolen drugs. So do you really want to report that? That part, but they got it going for now. I see what they're doing.
Well, anyway, then Slime rolls up on Kane and tells him Brayden is his way in because he is impressionable.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like Tommy. Okay. Basically, he's a little punk bitch. And it is true.
Y'all remember Tommy turned on Ghost, right?
What that mean? That was on his own accord. He was not pressed to do that. Nobody pressed him to do that. Unlike Brayden.
See, I tried to not make the comparisons, and here we go.
All right. So while all this is going on, Monet is on a helicopter ride
with her boo.
I don't want to say boo yet because she's a whole married woman.
Slime.
I mean, he been gone forever, so it is what it is. I mean, most bitches don't wait around that long. But she's on a helicopter ride with her boat thing. She's enjoying it. She's like, I've never done anything like this before.
And Nels is so shady. But you got money. You ain't never done this before.
And you live in New York. They got helicopter rides like.
I said to her, her man has been locked up. So you just never went out the house because your man was locked up. She's a whole hater. You want to do some romantic SHIT?
Why gotta be romantic? Why can't just be sightseeing? Did you want to see your city? Like, it take a man for you to do it. It's like Aladdin. Like, the fuck? I can show you the world, nigga. No. I can show my motherfucking self. The fuck? I'm from here. We gonna move on to Tate's pussy whipped ass, or wants to be pussy whipped. That's what he wants. He want to be pussy whipped because he know Carrie clearly got some good ass coochie because she's spreading it everywhere and everybody keep on getting fucked up in the head over it. So he want to die. Or die and they ride or die. They die. They die. So he wants to be pussy whipped. But in the midst of him trying to get some, and in the midst of Carrie getting aggravated by it, Detective Whitman walks in and says that he needs to speak. 2.0. Says that he needs to speak with her. And of course, Tate's nosy ass is listening to everything that they are fucking saying. He like, your alibi is up in smoke, boo. I got Zeke in my office right now. And
he said he wasn't with you.
He denied everything the fuck you said. And she's like, oh, well, you must have scared him. And he like, bitch, you better come up with something else, because
Zeke said he ain't want that old pussy. That's what he said.
He ain't fucking with you. So, then let's talk about the fact that what's the girl name? Diana.
Oh,
She went to go visit her daddy after Monet flipped out on her about her. I don't know. Monet just got some shit going on in her head. I don't know.
Monet just I didn't even understand it. She was just mad. She
Monet
just be like, fuck y'all kids. Do whatever y'all want to do. Then I'm mad that y'all come back when I tell you to come back.
So I was shocked that she let Diana go visit her daddy. And, when she gets there, her daddy's like, what are you doing here? Like, I expected Monet because we got business to discuss. Yeah. And Diana, she is trying to move up, or I guess get smarter in the business. She's actually paying attention now. So she wants to talk to her dad about the fact that Kane is back. And he's like, yeah, it was my idea. And I think she really wants to tell him that she believes that it was Kane that fucked up the business in the first place. But, he makes it a point to let her know, like, business is business. But family is forever. Like, we family. So, fuck everything else. Family's first. So, she decides not to tell him. And apparently, while all this shit is going on, Monet went to go meet up with Slime.
And then ratchet. You're stupid.
So, the girl that was recording Zeke is now showing a video to
Lauren and light skin Keisha
because we don't know her name. I just know she's light skin Keisha. And Lauren feels some type of way about it. She's like, you don't even know if he's okay, blah, blah, blah. And light skin Keisha's like, girl, he fine.
He'll be okay. He ain't no Aaron Hernandez. He'll be all right.
That was kind of fucked up.
He ain't kill nobody. He all right.
So,
you didn't catch it when she said it. It was fucked up when she said it.
Diana and Tyreek were just having a conversation. Diana lets Tyreek know that the lawyer that you got for your mom, I tried to get in touch with him, and basically they told me that I need a referral. So, Tyreek, I need your help. Tyreek, of course, he's super busy. His phone's going off. She basically is like, nigga, look.
Get your life.
I need your help. Fuck you. Fuck your phone. You owe me for that sugar cocaine shit. Okay? And he's like, I got you. So she leaves. She's going down the stairwell. Guess who the fuck she runs into? She runs into Lauren. So Lauren's coming up the stairs. She's going down the stairs. And of course, Lauren is pissed off. Because this is the secret little
spot.
The secret spot that she done told Tyreek about. And she flipping out on him. She's like, I told you about this spot and you bring her here?
Really?
Really, Tyreek?
That's
really?
What we're doing?
Luckily, this nigga's phone went off with a CPS address. He's like...
Always great timing.
Right?
Always great timing.
He's like, Lauren, just come with me so I can show you what I've been up to. Let me show you what I've been going through.
And this is how fuck niggas play you every time.
Hold on.
Trauma bonding.
So Monet is back on the ground, y'all. She done touched down. She got reception now.
Touchdown in the ground.
And she hears that she got a voicemail from Zeke.
And he's like, get your ass over here right now. I'm at
the precinct. And I need your help. So she leaves her little date. She's like deuces, hops in her truck, and takes off. And Lauren and Tyreek are laid up in the bed, and he gets a text, and she's like, oh, I told you she was going to text back. And he sees that it's actually a video that's posted of Zeke getting locked up. So he jumps out the bed. Oh, Zeke.
And he explains to Lauren the only reason half of his scholarship or tuition of him being in here is keeping Zeke in school. So it's a major deal. And she's like, I knew about that. And he's like, you knew about it. And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I just thought it was a bad time to break it up. It's giving Angela.
She didn't know the circumstances. So he apologized for getting upset with her for not telling him.
Ghosted
because
that many times to Angela.
Listen, it ain't a Tommy and Braden comparison. So I don't.
Ghosted that many times to Angela.
I don't really care.
Go ahead.
So, Monet is the first one up at the precinct looking for her nephew. She tells
Sex 2.0?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know what you want to say.
Get the. Oh, wait. It wasn't even him. It wasn't even Sex 2.0.
No, but she told him, fuck you. He's leaving. He's on voluntary. And this is what I didn't get. He was there. Remember when I told y'all the whole beef I had with why there was no lawyer, why he just went down voluntarily, right?
He did.
He's sitting there for hours, missed basketball practice. They're keeping him voluntarily to pretty much until he implicates himself. He pulls out a card from Detective Ramirez, out of all people.
Whom we know is called a PBA card. He says, I have a PBA card. The officer checks his wallet. And he's, of course, you have a PBA card. And pulls out Ramirez's card. And he tells him, call him. He'll vouch for me. Holy hell broke loose. Because
now not only do you look like you might have been a part of Jabari's murder, but now you've implicated yourself
in
for
him being missing. Because he pops up at the precinct when Zeke and Monet are trying to leave, and she's like, no, sorry, we don't need your services, boo. And he's like, well, they having a field day out front. You might want to take the back. Take him out the back, and I'll handle the reporters in the front. And he
did just that.
He did. He basically told the reporters that
you're all I need to get by. I'm just saying he was there in that moment.
So he basically tells the reporters, he came here voluntarily to help with the investigation. The officers were happy to get his help, and he was never. What?
He was involuntary, because I'm about to get fired up. Don't say that.
I mean, it was voluntarily. He just didn't realize it was voluntary. Although the detective kept on telling him it was voluntary, but he was scared to get up and walk away because the detective also threatened him that if he got up and walked away, that there would be consequences. So Zeke and Monet sneak out the back, like they were advised to do, and Zeke is pissed off. He's like, you didn't answer my call. And, I was trying to reach you. I needed your help. And finally, he mentions to her about the PBA card. And she's like, what about Ramirez? What did you say? So he says, what? Like, what happened to Ramirez? And she gives him a look. And of course he's upset. He's like, this is my life. You're fucking up my life. Like, you never tell me. You try to protect me, or you tell me you're going to protect me, and you don't. You don't even tell me anything.
What's going on. And how can I conduct myself correctly and not implicate if I don't know what's going on?
Well, she has a point.
He does. It's valid.
And she's like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to get you out of this.
You out here moving like the white man. You using me.
I'm going to fix
using
this.
me.
She's like, basically, I'm going to fix this. Then
you better fix it, Jesus.
Then we have
Mary.
You so stupid.
Joseph.
Then we have Kane and Braden. So, looks like Kane took Slime up on his advice. And using his way in, which is Tommy, telling him basically, your boss this, your boss that. And of course, Braden is going for it. He's not the boss. We're partners. Oh, you got to check with your boss. Your boss is telling you to do this. Oh, y'all are short $8,000. That's lunch money, right? These streets, you can make that easy. No, we're not willing to do that. Oh, because your boss told you not to. This is the type of shit that I'm gonna just say Tommy would never go for it. Just
Yeah,
Tommy would have had.
He would, and I realized it in that moment.
Tommy would have had a gun to this nigga's head a long time ago. For one, okay, I don't give a goddamn how old Tommy was. He would have had a gun in his head at the period.
She's right.
Anyways,
she's right. I gotta give it to her on this one. She's right. It's not.
He tells Brayden to get in a car with him so that they can go flip some shit, and they're about to go, but then Kane gets a text regarding Zeke, and he tells him, "Look, you gotta go. I'll flip this shit for you. I'll bring you back the money with the A-bands, and I got you." And Brayden,
how does it sound, right, y'all?
Brayden's like, all
just
right,
on a level of
no, I can't do
common
that.
sense.
Brayden's like, I can't do that. And he's like, oh yeah, because your boss, you worried about what Tyreek might think. So finally, as Kane is about to pull off, Brayden's like, no, come back. Go ahead. But I need you here. I need you here by 10 o'clock. I need you here by 10 o'clock. Brayden, you're a dumbass. Did you really think he was going to fuck you the first go around? He's got to gain your trust, you dumb shit. You dumb shit. He hands him over the bag of money. He got Diana the meeting with
Davis and Sachs.
And
it was Davis, and then Sachs was there, and he was like, I don't want to represent these black criminals.
Okay, well, he didn't say that to her.
He didn't say black criminals, but that's what he was saying. Underlying
murderous.
I'm having issues with.
I feel like he said like along the lines of murderous monsters, but he didn't say that to Diana. Basically, they looked at the file.
Why are they murderous monsters? Because they're black?
No, because they murder people.
They might, but why do you assume that? You ain't assuming white people out here murdering shit. You ain't blaming the Westons for murder. You out here coming from St. Patrick's because they black.
He's not a St. Patrick. He's a Tejada.
People of color.
Excuse her, y'all, please. Just excuse her, please.
I'm sorry. I'm on a Black Lives Matter rant, right?
So, they look at her file and they're like, you have some of the best lawyers in the city. And, she said that she was told that they were robbed. Basically, they didn't help. They didn't help his case. And Davis basically tells her, like, we can't help you either. There's really nothing that we can do. Like,
Sex is getting a lot, okay? I was a little mean on Sex on the first episode, and Sex is getting all types of pussy. Maybe they heard my review. Sex is getting all types of pussy.
And he is discussing with his, I'm gonna say sex partner,
who we also know works in the DA office,
about Tejada, Lorenzo Tejada. And she's like, oh, that monster. And she mentions that Walter,
whoever the fuck,
I don't remember his name.
Whoever the fuck, yeah.
But he put him away, and he did a good job at putting away monsters like that. And Sachs remembers that this dude got fired for planting drugs on people's cases. And she's like, yeah, but I mean, he did a good job at putting, monsters like that away. So he sends a text to Davis and lets him know, hey,
we can get Tejada out of jail.
We can get him out of jail. We ain't got no more free checks just going out the window no more. We can take this case. So then we have Tyreek and Brayden, who is meeting up with Tyreek's business partner so that he can get these paychecks. He can get these pay stubs, get this legitimate business money so that he can get his sister. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the dude told him, yeah, it's gonna cost like 30 bands to get that paperwork. So Braden comes, he's got to sign the paperwork. They hands him over the 30 bands. But before all of this, Braden is mentioning to Tyreek once again about selling drugs on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyreek is not with it. Tyreek is not feeling it. And I feel like Braden is feeling some type of way. Because he knows that that's how he just made money. And that's how Kane just helped him.
He can do something.
And of course, Kane got in his head, talking about Tyreek as the boss and all this other shit. And Braden is starting to feel it. So, unlike Tommy, he was easily manipulated.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Power Goes to Book 2 episode. This is 4.
I believe so.
Yes, 4. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next week where we can explain what episode we're on.
So make sure you like,
comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And we will see you soon.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!